Hi guys, so Pro Evolution Soccer 2022 is in the works. Konami made the announcement last week concerning gameplay and stuff like that, what we should expect, and some of the news there was very pleasing to me because personally myself I am a huge fan of the game. I have been playing let me get this up. I have been playing Pro Evolution Soccer since I had this, then I had this, all the way up to PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and now mobile. I'm a big mobile player now because I don't really sit at home with the TV to play with the console, so I'm a big mobile player now. And so I saw the news about PES being free to play, cross-platform gameplay and all that. I was taking more positives than negatives from the announcement until quite recently I saw their Q&A on Twitter answering some of the gray areas, because during the announcement there were a lot of gray areas that they left unanswered. And so if you want to get to their Twitter page, it's very simple. It's at play_eFootball. That's how you get their Twitter page, and they answered some Q&As, of which I have some. I took some down so I'll be able to pass the message across to you guys watching this. And to be honest, I got away from that Q&A getting really pissed off. I'm really not happy about it. The first answer they gave here was standard. One of the first clarifications they gave was very standard about PC and console players losing their my team squads as well as their online ratings, which is very standard. Mobile players will also lose their ratings as well, but keep their squads. It's normal. It's kind of like a tradition they do where they reset my team ratings and squad for console players, but ratings only for mobile players at the end of every season, just before the launch of a new game or a new major yearly refresh. But the second one said that they will include filters for, I'm going through the good ones now though, they will include filters for cross-platform gameplay. So if you're a console player and you do not want to play against a mobile player or a PC player or an Xbox player, then it's absolutely fine. You can simply click a button there and say I want to play only against PCs, I want to play only against consoles, I want to play against PC consoles, I don't want to play against mobile, or I'd like to play against everybody. So it depends, because some PlayStation 5 players were saying stuff like, why would they buy a high-end console just to play against people who are playing on their iPhones or on their Android phones? So you get that option, which is very good. Personally, it's a democracy. You can choose to play against who you want to play with or not. You won't be forced to play against a mobile player or a console player if you're a mobile player, if you do not want to. That will take us up to the next clarification, where they said that they will not be downgrading if maybe you're a console player and you want to play against a mobile player. Usually the school of thought was that maybe since the mobile games have a bit on the downside when it comes to graphical power, that the game for the consoles or PC will be downscaled to match that of mobile. But it's not going to be the case. Rather, they are saying here that the graphics for consoles will be kept the way it is. It will be untouched, and the graphical adjustments will be made for mobile players. Now, what does graphical adjustments for mobile player means? I have no idea what that means, but they also said here that further clarification will be given. And then another one is also that they said that for those people who were complaining about the gameplay trailer looking like a mobile game, that it was built for consoles first, but it's going to take advantage of all the hardware of supported devices. That's talking about PC and mobile. That's it. That's the good part you can take away from this. From then on, it's an absolute nightmare, to put it mildly, because the early autumn launch is going to only launch for consoles now with a limited number of teams and modes. Right, mobile players are already used to only playing campaign and a few, dotted events and online, both online and offline here and there. But it seems like the same thing is going to happen to console players as well. But at least they also said that at launch there will be offline mode against other players and against the AI. So you can play offline against other players and AI for exhibition mode or local match as they call it. But that's where it stops. There will be no edit mode and no option files at launch. There will be no Master League at launch. There will be no Become a Legend at launch. There will be no tournaments at launch. So basically, when eFootball 2022 arrives, all you get is exhibition mode. Not cool. It is not cool at all. Then to make matters worse, Master League mode is going to have to be downloaded, but it's not going to be free. You're going to have to, if you want to play Master League and Become a Legend and probably any other mode, you may have to pay real money. Thankfully, the edit mode and the offline mode will be available, free to download as a patch later on, but it's only going to be on PC, PS4 and PS5. So if you're using an Xbox, well, you probably are not getting it, because I think it's clarified here, stated in black and white, PC, PS4 and PS5 will get edit mode and option files. No mention of Xbox. Special agents, for those of you who play my club online, my team online, special agents will not be available. So if you want to sign player, you're going to have to follow the match pass system, of which there will be free match pass and there will be paid match pass. But obviously those of us who use the match pass system in PUBG and Call of Duty know that the paid match pass obviously has better stuff or better loot boxes to give than the free match pack. So what are your thoughts about it? And if you're going to get the eFootball 2022, how much are you willing to pay for game modes such as Become a Legend or Master League? And what direction is PES going to from now on? Because this is a game we've been playing for, I've been playing personally myself, I've been playing it now for well over 15, almost 20 years now or so, because we started from the arcade and PlayStation 1, and then before we could finally afford our own consoles and play at home. This is a very, very I mean, I did give I'm a PES person. I did give FIFA a try once, and yes, whilst FIFA has beautiful aesthetics and graphics, the gameplay, it's the gameplay, and that's what the gameplay, and the fact that Konami was basically free to edit, it wasn't too restrictive and all that. But now I don't know the direction that Revolution Soccer is headed, or Konami is headed rather, but this isn't it for me at all. This isn't it for me. Tell me, I don't know what your thoughts are. Maybe I'm like overreacting or whatever it is, but just let's see how it goes. Just whatever it is, just state your comments. I'll be willing to listen and reply. Let's talk about this. But personally for me, it's a bad move on the part of Konami. What do you think about it?